Morning, everyone. Hope you're having a really great start to your day and a great start to your week. This whole practice this morning to start the week is all about our breath. And sometimes I think that we take our breath for granted. Think about all of the ways that we use our breath in our day, just breathing naturally. It's also something that helps us cope with situations. We've been taught to take a few breaths before we respond. It's also how we know when we are alive, that first breath that a baby takes, or when we take a deep breath and we feel connected. So today's practice is all about reconnecting with the breath and making sure that we're using our fullest breaths so we can find our fullest capabilities. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and start in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to start with my toes tucked and just sitting back onto my heels. You can stack the spine over the hips and then just close the eyes. And then as you close the eyes, you don't need to do anything fancy with the breath. I do want you to let your sit bones release fully onto whatever surface that you're sitting on. And then just lift up through the heart, pull the shoulder blades together behind the back. And then we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let's take our 3 opening breaths to arrive in this space and begin our practice. When you're ready, a big, deep inhale through the nose and a full exhale out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then another breath here, one final breath. Slowly inhale into the body. Feel the sides of the body expanding, the heart lifting. And then open the mouth and control the breath as you sigh it out. And then now let's seal the lips. Keep the eyes closed for now and just bring all of your awareness to that breath that is breathing, or that's coming, in and out of the nose. And as you breathe deeply, feel the breath enter the body, lift through the heart, expand the ribs, and fall into the belly. And if you imagine as you are inhaling that you are blowing up a balloon inside, and feeling the expansion, not just lifting through the lungs, but forward and backwards. Let's take one more full breath. And then set your intention here. Maybe it is just to stay present with the breath. But use this breath today on your mat through the practice. And then maybe it's something that you can use throughout your day. One more full breath in and out. And then before you blink the eyes open, make sure you turn the corners of your mouth up so you feel a smile on your face. And then softly blink the eyes open. When you're ready, let's inhale the arms out and up. You can stay wherever you are or find something that's more comfortable. As you exhale, pull the hands down to the heart. And then use the breath, the entire inhale, to lift the arms all the way up. Palms are going to touch at the top. And then exhale to pull the hands down. And do that 2 more times. Inhale out and up. Exhale, pull the hands down. One more time, big breath in, lift through the sides of the body. And then exhale, pull the hands down to the heart. And we're going to come all the way down to table pose. Roll over the knees if you are seated on the glutes. And then if you have the toes tucked, let's just tap the tops of the feet onto the floor. That's just going to wake the feet back up. Spread the fingers wide. I always talk about starting with our foundation. So when you do this, you spread the fingers wide and then rotate the weight in between the pointer finger and thumb. Think about screwing down your palms into the floor. And then feel the knees right underneath the hips. Look back, make sure that they are, and then press the tops of the feet into the ground, almost like you're trying to drive the tops of the feet past the mat. And as you pull the chest up towards the back of the body, I want you to reach the crown of the head forward. Take a big, deep breath here. And then right foot extends back. Flex the foot and reach through the heel. And you can use the foot and extend the fingertips, or you can just use the right leg extended back. So if you want to go a little bit further, practice on your balance as well here. Extend the left fingertips forward. Take an inhale into the body so you grow nice and tall through the heel and through the fingertips. As you exhale, round the back, but use the breath to control the movement. Elbow comes towards the knee. Inhale to expand, fingertips forward, heel reaches back. Exhale to round. Keep pressing through that right palm. Don't dump the weight into the wrist or the shoulder. One last time to inhale. Reach the fingertips forward, heel reaches back, and then exhale to release. Left palm down, right knee down. Shake out the right wrist, and then extend the left heel back. Choose if you want to add your fingertips forward, and then grow tall through the body. Lengthen as you inhale. As you exhale, round the back. Maybe the knee comes towards the chest, or you bring the knee towards the elbow. Inhale to extend, fingertips forward, heel reaches back, and then exhale to round. Again, press through the left palm. One more time, inhale, fingertips forward, heel lengthens back, exhale to round. Release the right hand and the knee down, shake out the left palm. And then find that grip to the mat with the palms, tuck the toes, use your inhale to lift the hips all the way up and back, come into downward facing dog. So you can step back to where your heels are almost lifted from the earth, almost touching the ground, or you can step forward to where the heel comfortably touches the floor. And then wherever you are, I want you to drive the mat forward, lift the sit bones as high as possible, and then bring the heart a little bit closer towards the front of the thighs. Take a full breath here. Inhale to come up onto the tippy toes. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Take a couple of steps to the back of the hands. Stay folded forward here. Grab onto opposite elbows, and then roll the weight into the toes. You can even widen the feet if that feels better for you. But tuck the chin, point the crown of the head down to the floor, and the weight comes into the toes. Take a couple of breaths here. And then release the fingertips for the floor. Bring the feet hip-width distance apart. On your inhale, you're going to rise all the way up. Palms are going to touch overhead. And then exhale, hands come down to the heart, close the eyes. Feel the hands here at the heart, but drive the feet into the floor. Lift up through the sternum. Soften the shoulder blades down the back. Come back to your intention here. And then we'll move through a couple of sun salutation A's, so then that way we warm up the body. As you inhale, lift the arms out and up. Look as the palms touch overhead. Exhale, lead with the heart, dive all the way down over the thighs. Plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Ground the palms into the floor. Drive the toes into the floor. Reach the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, I want you to lower the body all the way down. Inhale either for upward facing dog or cobra. Lift through the back of the head. And then exhale to fold forward. Tuck the toes as you inhale. Exhale with or without the knees into downward facing dog. Big inhale into the body. Full exhale out. Inhale to come up onto the tippy toes, bend the knees, either step or hop behind the hands. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Reach the crown of the head forward. Soft shoulders here. Exhale to fold forward. As you inhale, bend the knees, rise all the way up. Palms are going to touch overhead. Exhale to bring the hands down to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, lead with the heart, dive forward all the way down over the thighs. Inhale, flat back, crown reaches forward. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step into plank pose. Firm the thighs and firm your core. Inhale to rock the shoulders forward. Exhale to lower and choose if you want to come into upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale for your back bend. Lift the heart towards the chin. Gaze stays forward or down. And then exhale, come into downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Big, deep inhales. Full exhales. Keep the lips sealed. One more breath in. And a full exhale out. Inhale to come up onto the tippy toes. Bend the knees. Look forward. Either hop or step behind the hands. Inhale, flat back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Shoulders move away from the back of the neck. Exhale to fold forward. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale to rise all the way up. Look up as the palms touch. And then exhale, pull the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes. Feel the feet rooted into the floor. Lift the heart. Soften the shoulders. Soft muscles in the face. Big inhale in. And a full exhale out. On your next inhale, with or without the opening the eyes, you can keep the eyes closed if you'd like. I want you to inhale to sweep the arms out and up. Feel the palms touch overhead. Exhale with control, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back, either fingertips on the floor or hands to the shins. Reach the crown forward. Exhale to forward fold. Plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Pause in plank pose. Reach the heels back, reach the crown forward. Bring the belly button towards the spine. Take a big breath in. And then use your exhale to lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath. In and out. Use your next inhale to raise the right leg up. Look forward. Plant the foot between the palms. Make sure that the ankle is underneath the knee and bend the knee 90 degrees. Reach the crown of the head, the crown forward and the heart forward. And before we inhale, firm the left leg and then feel the inner thigh, the inner left thigh rotate up towards the ceiling. Reach through the left heel, engage the core here. And then now when you're ready with this firmness in both of the legs, rise up into a high lunge here. Soften the shoulders down the back. Rotate the pinkies towards one another. And I want you to find your gazing point, that point in front of you that you can use throughout your practice to focus on every time we come up. So find that drishti, that focal point. Inhale to lift the arms up. And you can watch here first. As we exhale, we're going to sweep the arms back. Stay in that lunge pose. Inhale to come back up. All together here. Exhale, sweep the arms back. One more time. Inhale to come up. Use your breath for control. Exhale, sweep the arms back and hold here. Keep the left leg firm. Keep driving this right hip back, so don't start swinging the hips out to one side or the other to favor the legs. Press into both feet evenly. Drive the right foot into the floor. Keep the left leg firm. Fingertips point for that back heel. Take one more breath in and a full breath out. Reach the fingertips back just a little bit more. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Step the right foot back into plank pose. Pause here in plank. Take a big, deep breath in, and then use your exhale to lift the hips back into downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath. On your next inhale, left leg lifts. Look forward. Plant the foot between the palms. You can help it forward. Find that 90 degree bend with the left knee. Ankle is underneath the left knee. Rotate the inner right thigh up to the ceiling to firm the right thigh. Reach the right heel back. Core is engaged. Shoulders reach down the back. When you're ready, use your inhale to rise up on the left side. Keep the legs firm. Find your balance. Find your focal point. Take a big breath in to grow tall. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, sweep the hands back. Use your breath for control. Inhale to come up. Find your drishti, your focal point. Exhale, sweep the hands back. Point the fingertips for that back heel. One last time coming up. Inhale and exhale. Sweep the hands back and hold here. Keep pressing into the ball of the left foot. Drive the right heel back. Collarbone moves away from the chin. Point the fingertips intentionally towards the right heel. Soften the shoulders. Take another full cycle of breath. Use your core to keep you engaged here. Protect the low back. Keep the back of the head in line with the shoulders. Take another cycle of breath here. Drive the fingertips as far back as possible. Keep the right leg firm. And then use your exhale to bring the hands down to the floor when you're ready. Left leg steps back into plank pose. Firm the thighs, press the palms into the floor, soften the shoulders down the back. Take a big, deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath in to grow tall, and then use your exhale to lift the hips, come back into your downward facing dog. So we'll take a couple of breaths here. If you want, you can always come into a child's pose and press back. Wherever you choose to be, stay connected to your breath here. Deeply inhaling and fully exhaling. We'll take 2 more breaths. Lift the sit bones a little bit higher for this last breath in. And ground the palms as you exhale. Come back into downward facing dog if you're not there. As you inhale, lift up onto the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, hop or step behind the hands. Inhale, flat back, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, navel to spine, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale to rise all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Exhale to pull the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes. Take a full breath here. Notice how the breath is within the body. Are you able to guide the breath back to this moment if the mind starts to wander? And take one more full cycle. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. Sweep the arms up as you inhale, palms touch. Exhale, lead with the heart, dive over the thighs. Inhale, flat back, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale to forward fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into plank. Press into the palms, reach the heels back, take a big breath in to firm the body and grow tall. Lift the hips as you exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Press the palms down and forward. Firm thighs, palms are engaging into the floor. Take another cycle of breath. On your next inhale, right leg is going to lift back up. Look forward, plant the foot between the palms. Step the left foot out and up about 6 inches to find warrior one. You'll rotate the left heel down. It's not too much of a step out and up, but just slightly so that the feet are not on the same line of energy. As you rotate the inner left thigh to the back of the room, that's going to help you to bring your hips a little bit more in line. Drive the ball of the right foot into the floor. Find that 90-degree angle with the right knee, and then inhale, come into warrior one. You'll sink into that front knee. If that's too much to find that 90-degree, then just back off of it a little bit. But feel the left leg firm. So again, the inner left thigh is rotating to the back of the mat or the back of the room. Inhale to sweep those arms up, hug them next to the ears. And then as you sink into this front knee, feel the hips coming in line with one another. So don't just pull the hips back. See if you can use the torso to align everything here. And as you think about that right knee, the front knee, whichever knee is in front, that front knee pointing towards the second or middle toe, that's going to help keep everything more in alignment. Take a big breath in here and then soften the shoulders to sink into your warrior pose. Take one more breath. And then inhale to grow nice and tall. As you exhale, I want us to hinge forward and find that pose where we're extending the fingertips to the back. Sink a little bit deeper into that front knee. Hug everything into midline. So really squeeze everything towards the center of the spine. Interlace the fingers. Right thumb is going to be on top. And now drive the knuckles towards the back of the room. Take a big breath in and choose to stay here hovered. Or as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward. That right shoulder is going to come towards the right knee. And if you can lift the hands off of the back. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Again, keep pressing both feet into the floor evenly. Core is engaged. Navel pulling towards the spine is going to help you hinge forward. And then keep pressing into both of those feet. Find your breath here. Take 2 more breaths. Humble warrior. Really nice, everyone. Release the hands all the way down to the floor. Spin to the ball of the left foot. And then ground the left palm into the floor. Inhale to sweep the right hand up. Keep the left leg firm. You might notice, for me, I'm feeling it in my right glute. If you feel a little bit more stretch in the shoulders, you can open up here. Take a big breath into the body, just noticing whatever sensations are coming up. And then use your inhale to unwind. Right hand is going to come down to the floor. Step back, find your plank pose. Ground the palms into the floor. Reach the heels back. Navel pulls towards the spine. Find that slight spread of the shoulder blades. Take another breath in to lengthen. As you exhale, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Look forward. Plant the foot between the palms. Find that 90-degree with the left knee. Step the right foot out and up just a few inches, and then spiral the right heel down. Before you come up, find a connection to the floor with both feet. Spiral the right inner thigh to the back of the room, and then reach the crown of the head forward, and the heart's going to move away from the chin. Engage the core when you're ready. Inhale to rise up. Find warrior one on the opposite side. Sink into that front knee and then use the torso to have everything square towards the front of the mat. And if that's a little bit tight for the hips, you can always step that back foot out just a little bit more. Now, as you sink into that front knee, hug the arms close to the ears, pinky spiral towards one another. Take another big breath in And then as you exhale, I want you to hinge forward, sweep the hands, and point the fingers towards the back of the room. Interlace the fingers now where the left thumb is on top. Reach the knuckles for the right heel. Take another big breath in. Choose to stay here, or as you exhale, you can hinge all the way. Left shoulder comes towards the left knee. You can inhale to extend the arms up off the back if that feels okay. Keep pressing into both feet evenly. Hug everything into midline. Soften the shoulders. Make space for the neck. Take another full breath here. On your next inhale, release the hands all the way down, nice and gentle. Spin to the ball of the right foot. Plant the right palm into the floor. Inhale to extend the left fingertips up to the ceiling. Keep the right leg firm. Maybe open up a little bit more through the left shoulder. Take another big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to unwind. Left hand comes down. Ground the palms into the floor. Step the left foot back. Find your plank pose. Pause here in plank pose. Reach the crown of the head forward. Heels are trying to extend to the back of the room. Take another full breath here. And then I just want you to rock the shoulders past the wrists. As you exhale, lower as slowly as you can to the front of the body. See if the hips can be the last to touch. Once the chest and the hips come down, untuck the toes. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms flat on the floor. Spread the fingers for Sphinx pose. Lift the heart up towards the chin. Keep the back of the neck long so the chin is just slightly tucked. Tops of the feet press onto the floor. The knees are lifted off the floor because the legs are engaged here. Take another breath in, soften the shoulders. And then maybe bring the chin down towards the chest. Get a little bit more length through the back of the neck. Take another inhale into the body. Feel the expansion through the sides of the body. Pelvis presses into the floor. And then as you exhale, come all the way down. Stack the palms flat. Make a little pillow for the center of your forehead. Let the chest sink into the floor. Open up between the shoulder blades here. Just take a breath. Let the front side of the body sink heavily into the floor, onto your mat, whatever surface that you're on. Take one more breath in and a full exhale out. Keep the eyes closed. Press back into a child's pose. You can have the knees wide, you can have the knees together, but feel the sit bones press back for the heels. And you can keep that same stacking position with the palms, just reverse the stacking, bring that bottom palm now on top. And as you press the sit bones back for the heels, let the center of the forehead get really heavy onto the palms. Take a full breath here. And then with the eyes closed, rise all the way up, come onto the heels, whatever seated position is fine for you. We started with the toes tucked, so if you want, you can come and have the tops of the feet now onto the floor, stacking the spine over the heels. Once you find your comfortable seated position, lift the heart up towards the chin, close the eyes, find that smile on your face. And then just notice that deeper connection that you have created to your breath now. That deeper connection that you have created to your present moment. When you're ready, we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let's take 3 breaths to close our practice and enter our day. When you're ready, big, deep inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale to sigh it out. One last time, bigger inhale, fresh oxygen comes into the body. As you exhale, sigh all of that old stagnant air out. And then reseal the lips. And just for a moment here, find that connection back to your conscious breath. Come back to your intention. And then make sure that the corners of your mouth are turned up to find a smile on your face. And when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open. Namaste. I hope that you are a little bit more connected and anchored into your moment and into your day. You can come back to this breath throughout your day. Remember, before we react, maybe take a couple of breaths. Before you speak, maybe take a few breaths. And then always lead with the breath, with all of your movements and moments instead of with your head. I hope you have a really great day, and I hope to see you back on the mat on Wednesday at 9 a.m.